Before Arcane became a global phenomenon, before we and Jinx became icons, it all began with a family who is struggling hard and trying their best to survive. Today, as I paint the portraits of the teenagers V and Powder and the man who held them together, Vander, let's go back to where it all started. If you have seen Arcane, you should know this. The show doesn't start with villains or heroes, but it actually begins with a family that is built on loss. Vander isn't just a guardian, he's a man who made a terrible choice in the past, a choice that led to devastation between Piltover and Zaun. And ever since that day, he spent his life protecting the kids or the children who survived that tragedy. Among those kids were the two sisters, V and Powder. V is very fierce, stubborn, and very strong at heart, a fighter at heart. But on the other hand, Powder is actually a very fragile but brilliant girl and always trying to prove she belonged to. Even as teenagers, we can see the contrast between these two characters. V carries her trauma like a shield, whereas Powder carries her trauma like a weight, like something that is pulling her down. But they weren't alone. Uh, their little found family also has Mylo and Claggor. Mylo is a sarcastic teenager, whereas Claggor is a sturdy, loyal, and kind of backbone to the team. Together, the five of them were more than a gang. They were a family stitched together by desperation and hope. Vander was not trying to raise any soldiers. He was just trying to raise kids who still had a chance for a better life. In a world built on chaos, he tries to teach the kids what the streets of Zaun never would: respect, restraint, responsibility, and above all, love. But what makes these early episodes so painful and yet so beautiful is knowing that this little fragile family is standing on a powder cake, literally in powder's case. Every choice we makes comes from love, whereas every choice Powder makes comes from fear. And Vanda is just trying hard to keep these two sisters safe, even as the world keeps closing in. Before the big fights, before Hextech, and even before Jinx, this is where Arcane truly begins, with the father figure trying to protect these two sisters, and these two sisters trying to protect each other, and the four kids dreaming of a day where Zua could finally feel like home. This painting marks the beginning of my Arcane series, a journey through the moments, characters, emotions that made the show unforgettable. In the next episode, I'll be painting the iconic scenes and breaking down how each moment shaped the story of Arcane. So stay tuned because this is just the beginning. So here is the final review. What do you think of my painting and these videos? Please comment below and share your thoughts. Thank you. Have a great day.